Okay guys, let's start off with priming our face, our e.l.f. Cookies and Dream. I have a new but old foundation that I have worn this foundation like maybe 2 or 3 times, only because I didn't realize I had it. It was over there in the box over there. So I'm like, oh, let's wear that to work today. So let's do a look and wear that. I also found, hold on just a minute, one of my e.l.f. Power Grip primers. This is by far, to me, in my opinion, way better than the milk primer. I probably used this combination before, the e.l.f. Cookies and Dream and the Power Grip, because I threw away an empty bottle that I had on my desk, so I know I used that combination before. But this is so tacky, but in a very good way. In a very, very good way. It lets your makeup stick without crumbling up or feeling, tight. Let's take our paint pot. Today's look would just be really simple. I just need to get out the door for work. Yeah, no, I always say that. Paint pot and peachy for the smile line. I saw the foundation. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't a cheap one, Nana. You need to wear it. I need to put my foundations in rotation. That's how many I have. Because if you leave it up to me, I'll just use the same one over and over again. So let me blend out. Whenever I put my brushes up, I never know where anything is. The concealer under my eye. Y'all know I like to let this sit while I'm priming so it can get a little tacky. And offer more coverage for under my brow. Since I don't get my brows done, I need to learn how to shape them, with concealer and with my brow pencil. And that's enough for me. I'll go over my lids just a little bit, because today's eye look will probably be a neutral one. So the foundation I'm talking about is this Saie Super Glowy Lightweight Luminous Foundation. And I have it in the shade 27. Like 2 or 3 times. That's the amount of times I used it. So let's give it a shake. It's kind of watery. That's okay. I'll put some lip balm on. Okay, let's see. I got a wear test and everything on this foundation, so I know y'all know, how this foundation is. Didn't see a lot of people talking about it though. I guess a lot of people are not into glowy foundations like I am with my oily skin. And you're gonna see how much it glow. And just to use it. In just a minute, you will see how much it glow. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful glowy foundation. I think I'm having a time with it because even though it's liquidy, it feels like, I won't say like it feels oily, but it feels like all is in it. Y'all see my face, how shiny it is? It's up there with the shine. It's gonna calm down, but I don't like the feel of the application. Y'all know I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like I don't like it. Feels greasy, but it's not. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. But it's beautiful. It's glowy. What? Where's the box? Directions: buff and blend glowy super skin foundation using the base brush for a weightless true to skin finish. So it's a skin like finish. It's not matte. Well, it says glowy. But you would think the way, okay, let me see if I can explain it. That is the way it's on my, when applying it, it feels like it'll be one of those ones that will slip and slide on you. But it doesn't, but it feels that way. I'm just a person of feelings when it comes to like makeup and touching it and all of that. The product can be real good, but if it feels some type of way on me, then it just make my skin crawl. Okay, I don't know if I made sense. My nude stick in nude 8. Y'all remember I brought that little small one that time and loved it so much that I had to get the large one. This is some really good concealer. I know lately I've been hitting y'all with the good concealers. Some affordable. This one right here is kind of on the pricier side of things. I love the fact that it comes in a little tin, and for the price, this should be gold. I'm going to, I ain't gonna open a new one. Why open a new one when you got a perfectly good one right here that you just gotta dig into? That you just have to dig in a little more. So y'all know my Thread Beauty. I got a new one, y'all. But I'm gonna use all of this today. Until it's empty. I didn't realize I was still recording. And let's take the end of the thing. Alright guys, y'all know the drill. Y'all know how I go. Microphone said no. That's enough talking. I'm done. Please leave me alone. And now we're in voiceover mode. So I'm blending out the Thread Beauty 210 foundation stick. And this day I just knew that I needed to use a foundation that I had not used in a while. I only used it maybe 2 to 3 times, which I think the mic was able to pick up on that audio of the Saie foundation. And now I'm just contouring and highlighting. I think the mic picked all that up. So yeah. And I'm going to come back at the end of the video. The audio is on at the end of the video to do a wear test with you guys to show you how my face looked after 12 hours of my oily combo skin, how this foundation held up throughout the day. Yeah, but this day I was going to work, so I was just had a little extra time. And you all know, anytime you have a little extra time, you tend to dig in makeup and try different techniques. And I'm so saddened once again because I was trying to create a different kind of eye look for myself. So I was going into detail what I was doing, even though it was not nothing like really special. It was something special to me because I never, did anything like this. But then that's why, one of the reasons why I decided to keep this video, and because I'm not one that can do a video over and recreate it and it come out the same way as it did the first time. It would have been something totally different, and I didn't want that. So that's why we ended up here in the voiceover mode. And here I'm taking my Fair to Light Black Radiance True Complexion Concealer to give me an extra pop of highlight. Don't mind if you see my lips moving. I was talking to you guys, but the microphone said you're not talking to anyone but yourself. And that's that on that. I like this concealer. It's a little bit more banana than I would hope for. I would hope that they would broaden their shade range, because I think they have maybe 7 to 8 shades, not a wide variety of them, but I would really love if they would widen their shade range. And there's no telling what I'm looking for. No telling at all. Oh, the pink powder. Okay, so I use the pink powder, the Huda Beauty powder. It's just something. I've tried this. I've tried it numerous times. I've tried the Huda Beauty pink powder. I tried the e.l.f. pink powder. And I'm not a pink powder girl. I feel like it just sits on my face and it causes me to look gray. And I just use it anyway, the same way I would use, my banana powder or whatever. So drop down and let me know in the comments, like, what is the paint powder supposed to do differently than my caramel or my golden yellow powder is doing. Like, what does the paint powder supposed to do? Because I'm not getting that. Every time I put it on, it makes me look like I have on too much makeup and I'm too cakey. At first I thought I liked it, but I really don't. And that's just me being honest with you guys. So you don't go out there spending your money thinking this pink powder is just going to create a miracle for your under eyes and your highlighted area, because it did nothing of the sort for me. Next up, okay, this is the detail eyeshadow part, and I could have I didn't want to speed the clip up because I'm like, okay, just keep it how it is, Nana. Somebody there would really appreciate you taking your time to explain whatever this is you did in detail. Because I have no name for what I just did. I just did it, and I used 2 shades and 2 shades only. So I went in with my P. Louise base in rumor number 4 and made sure that that was on my lid and that it was flat and it was dry. I'm going to use the juvia'splace, the Warriors palette today. I'll use the very dark brown shade and a gold glitter shade. Those are the only 2 shades I used. I think I probably was watching like a video or something and I saw someone create a look similar to this. I was just trying to get the definition, the shape, like try to create a different shape for my eyes. In other words, that's what I was trying to do. So yeah, so just pat your base out with your sponge to make sure it's flat before you go on with any eyeshadow and it start looking muddy and just not well blended. P. Louise base will always be number 1 to me. It is phenomenal. It's the top base of bases. It's true, you can use concealer if you like. You can use other eyeshadow base if you like. My MAC paint pot is a base, but I rarely use it for eyeshadow base. It's more so for my smile lines but I have like a gray one that I'll use for like an eyeshadow base. But my number 1 top eyeshadow base is P. Louise. I have them in all the shades. I just have no idea where they are. They're around here somewhere. Trust me. So that's my juvia'splace, the Warriors palette. And then I'm going to take, like I said, the dark brown shade. And you'll see me use a kind of oval flat, I'm about to say generic eyeshadow brush, probably from who knows where. But here I'm just stamping it on, and as I stamp it on, I'm trying to create some type of shape, right? Just any type of shape, and I'm starting directly in my crease, following my crease as much as I can with that brush to make it detailed. So I'm gonna let this part play, and then I'll jump back in when I get to the next shade, because like I said, I only use 2 shades. And then I'm gonna go along my lash line with this same shade. You have to watch it because it's hard for me to try to explain it to you guys. I'm not an explainer. You just have to visually see kind of like what I'm trying to do here. Believe me, I'm learning just as well as you guys are learning. So what I do here is just practice until I get it right. So yeah, I'll jump back in when I come with the next shade. Okay, I think so. I use three shades. I think here I'm taking that very kind of like a transition shade almost, like an orange. I mean, not yeah, like an orange shade, not a deep orange, just a light. So I'm going directly on top of the uh, brown shade to kind of like blend out the crease so it wasn't as harsh. And believe me guys, we'll definitely come back and I'll definitely be trying this look all over again with probably different colors, so no need to worry about that. We'll definitely be trying this over again. Yeah, but so I'm just blending it out and keep on watching. Now we're going to use that gold shade. It's a deep gold shade, and you'll see the placement of it. I think my eyeshadow on this day took me the most time. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was trying to do something that was a little different. And yeah, so I'm just placing that everywhere that the dark brown shade is not placed. And that's just me telling you guys, follow me, because I have no idea. It's just, I think the gold shade in the middle creates it just opens my eyes just a little bit more. I don't know, y'all. So yeah. Me looking in the mirror trying to see. So I took another brush, and now I'm taking that same dark shade to make sure my outer V is as pigmented and as together as it can be. Like I said, the eyeshadow today took the most of the time because the face took, no effort at all. But the eyeshadow, because I was trying something different, took the longest. Okay, next up, now we can complete the face. I'm using my Black Radiance Black Coffee pressed powder to bronze up my face just a little bit. Y'all know I like that bronzy effect. Nothing gives more glamour to me than a very bronzed face. So yeah, that's what I was doing. And I also went in with my Rare Beauty blush in Love. Is it Love or Virtue? I think that one was Love. But somehow the clip got uh, lost or not recorded. Yeah, so yeah, I use Love, the thing. I'm trying to see. I think I'm gonna take the dark brown shade and smoke out my lower lash line. And for the eyeliner, I don't do eyeliner because I found, like, my waterline, because it irritates my eyes, and I don't wear contacts or anything, but I don't know if I just don't like the feel of anything on my lower lash line like that. But I was looking for a nude shade because I wanted the eyes to be more open, and I know if you put like a nude shade in your waterline, like, that'll open your eyes just a little bit more. So you'll see me, and I think it's a ColourPop something, eyeliner. But it was kind of like see, it's kind of like a nude shade, so I tried to use that to open it up as much as I could. I told y'all when I said that I was being extra, like I was being extra, and the pencil was like needed to be sharpened, and it kept breaking, and I'm like, I almost sharpened the pencil like all the way down, just trying to get just a little bit, and then I ended up really going in with my MAC paint pot and Painterly to give me that nude look on my lash line, for the mere fact that this pencil was taking me through it. Next, I use my Maybelline Define a Lash Mascara in black to coat my bottom lash line to further just give the eyes a glamorous type look. I guess you could might as well say that's the look I was going for that day. And I think this day probably had to be a Wednesdays because Wednesdays are my days that I usually take a little extra time. It's the middle of the week and I'm trying to just push through to get to Friday. So, and makeup is my therapy. So anything that I can do to glam up just a little bit more is fine by me. And that's why you have this no edit video today for the mere fact that it probably was a Wednesday and I just needed to just wake myself up and get going. So yeah. And here I'm doing my eyebrows to make sure that my tail did not disappear through all the foundation and concealer and powders and stuff. I told y'all I went all out this day. And my microphone said, "Excuse me, ma'am, could you please hush?" Okay, we finally get making it to the end, guys. So I'm taking the my ColourPop lippy stick, the primer to prime my lips with. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for lips, so let's see what I chose. Probably something nude and simple, knowing me. Oh, what is that? Oh, I tried a Smashbox lip liner and I was like, oh, I found it in my stash. And I was like, why I never used this? Because I thought it was brown, but it was more giving more reddish brown, which I wasn't really feeling. I mean, it's not bad, but I guess when you get accustomed to certain types of browns, it's kind of hard to like veer off and try something new like this. So I was just like, maybe with a different eye look, I probably would have been okay. But I was telling y'all that's why I probably never use it, for the mere fact of look at the color. So I went in with my MAC Chestnut. You know, that's going to save the day any day. And I went like, I didn't cover all of the Smashbox lip liner. So I just went like on the bottom of it. You'll see in a minute. I had to sharpen everything that day. I'm so sick of sharpening things. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's what happened. I was sharpening my MAC Chestnut and it did not want to sharpen. Like every time I would sharpen it, nothing would be there. Like I paid too much for this pencil for it not to be anything there when I'm sharpening it. So I think I was using the wrong type of sharpener. So once I switched to a different one, I was okay. But I had pretty much got rid of a lot of my pencil messing around with that cheap sharpener I had. So let's see what lipstick I'm going to use. What's it called? The NYX Butter Gloss and Fortune Cookie. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I used the same eyeshadow from the palette because I was like, okay, Nana, you could do that. No, Nana, you cannot. Okay, please fix that. What in the world? I was like, no ma'am. So that's why I ended up putting the gloss on top of that because I had to calm the solid goldness down. Where did I think I was going? I don't know, but the gloss made it work for me. But I tried something different, y'all, but that was just not it for that day, trust me. And I spray my face, and then you're going to see me come in, and I'm going to show you guys basically how the makeup is looking or whatever, because there was no audio, so you'll see. But after this, I'm going to come back and actually talk to you all and give you how my face looks for the wear test. But yeah, it was nice talking to you guys. I'll see you in a few. Bye. Okay guys, I'm back right quick. I didn't initially plan to do a wear test because I've already did a wear test on this, what is this, foundation. But I decided to come back and show you guys again here how it looks. And this is how my skin is looking. To me, this is a little bit more oilier or shinier, I won't say oilier, than I'm used to. Y'all know how I usually come back and how I'm looking after it's been 12 hours. 12 hours, no blotting or any of that. So let's go with our powder brush from this morning and see what we can come up with. And voila. It's a little dewy. I think the next time I use it though, I'll use a mattifying primer. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful foundation, very skin like. If you have dry skin, you would absolutely love this foundation. But y'all know I have oily combo skin, but I don't mind a good glowy radiant foundation every now and again. And as you can see, this is how the skin is looking, very natural with a hint of my eyebrows, baby. They are oily with a hint of shine to it, so I'm not mad at it. As you can see, I've already taken off my lashes and everything. The eyeshadow still holding up a little bit. A little bit. Like I said earlier when I was applying the foundation, I love the way it looks, wears, everything. I just don't like the initial application. It feels greasy, like sliding, like it slides on your face, and it makes me think that the foundation is going to slide and move around, but it did not. It did not. So yeah, this is just to show you guys how the foundation is looking after 12 hours worth of wear, if you're interested in this foundation, because I haven't heard much about it. As you can see, I already done wrapped up my hair for the day, and we're gonna take the rest of this makeup off. And if you enjoyed today's video, please